It was an incredibly emotional hearing and tough for even us to sit through. And there was not a single dry eye. Even the judge said that in her 25 years in a courtroom, this is the first time that she got teary-eyed.
You were Gavin's dad. I don't think you deserve that title anymore, but there's nothing that can be done to change it.
It's a case that pulls heartstrings.
It is without question that Gavin experienced physical pain prior to his ultimate death.
Even Judge Camille Niders.
I don't believe for a minute that you weren't part and parcel of a significant portion of the abuse that he endured.
Wiping away tears during the sentencing of Shane Peterson for child abuse homicide of his 12-year-old son, Gavin Peterson. Gavin's stepmother and brother also pled guilty to child abuse charges.
Gavin was dehumanized, isolated, starved, beaten, and ultimately died.
On July 9, 2024, Gavin was found unresponsive in his home in West Haven. He was malnourished and his organs had shut down completely. Judge Nider read from an expert at the University of Utah who studied Gavin's case.
In the days leading up to his preventable death, his father reported he was vomiting and had at least one seizure. No medical care was sought. It's likely that the symptoms described were the early signs of the bacterial infection that would soon kill him.
The Utah Division of Child and Family Services had multiple reports of Gavin being abused starting in February 2020. Rachel Reynolds worked at Gavin's school and said they were part of that reporting.
The principal had been told by the parents not to give him food due to medications that he was on. But we would see him pull food out of the trash and run with it. And so we could not let that happen, so we gave him food every day. And I just wish we could have been there to feed him at his house.
We heard a letter from Gavin's sister, who was also abused.
My family and I will be grieving Gavin for the rest of our lives when we should not have to.
Shane Peterson spoke during the hearing.
To my kids, especially my daughter, I'd like to express how deeply sorry I am for my role in the abuse and the trauma that they all went through in my home.
He was convicted of 3 counts of aggravated child abuse and endangerment of a child. Judge Nider issued those sentences consecutively, including 5 years to life in prison for child abuse homicide.
But I do think you're entitled to the maximum sentence of this case.
I definitely felt a little bit of relief. I felt like Gavin got a little bit of justice today, but even still, I feel like that's not enough for what Gavin went through.
In Ogden, I am Maitali Gubi, Fox 13 News, Utah.